Not Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Good morning, American. It's Friday.
Kill the fatted calf. The prodigal son has returned. His microphone hasn't, apparently. But he has. So.
Try the other one just for the fun of it there, Jeffy. Nope. Not that one either.
Did we turn on Jeffy's mic?
No, we can't.
helpful. Apparently, yeah, it's coronavirused out. Yeah. Oh, okay.
You realize that this was predictable, that the microphones would not work once he returned. But yeah,
well,
yeah.
Don't you just push a button and they come on? Isn't that how that works?
No.
And then you pull it when you got to slide up the fader.
Okay, yeah. There's that. Make sure it's in program.
But we're glad you're here.
Good to see you.
It's good to see you.
There
Oh my gosh, there it is. It's healed. It's healed.
Ladies and gentlemen, fantastic.
Hey, man.
I will say,
good to see you.
You scared me when you said you wanted to slaughter the fattened calf. I didn't know where you were going with that, but now I got the imagery. I thought he just got here. Why are we gonna slaughter him?
Making that like it was a cow joke against you.
It only took 1 minute of your return for me to go there.
I didn't take it that way.
Thank you. I didn't mean it that way.
Okay.
That was a biblical reference to the return of the prodigal
I'm being
son.
triangulated right here, y'all. That's okay. I got you. Cool. Welcome back, man. I'm so happy to see you. Seriously.
It's good to be back. Happy to be here.
Are you right?
Did your wife know you were coming in today? Did she know?
I gave her a kiss goodbye.
Did you?
Yeah, she was sound asleep though. So no.
You're going to be in trouble.
I know. Well, maybe I can get if she sleeps in because she's been away for a couple of weeks.
You're down here with all the diseased people.
You gonna sneak back in?
Leaving
I
our
can sneak
homes.
back in. Yeah. If I get back in time, I got to get right out of here after the show. I might make it.
You know, things have been going really well in Texas with the reopening. Did you see that our new infections went down 25% as testing went up 18% in Texas? So we tested 18% more people, but the number of new infections went down 25%.
That's great.
Yeah, I mean, that's how well we're doing in Texas.
Yeah, I know there's still some hot spots, but I see a lot of. I was looking at some of the hot spots, and like in Tarrant County, the county that we live in, and we work in Dallas County. But some of those hot spots were like the prison.
Well, of course, there's going to be a hot spot.
I'm just saying, but they show that the numbers are going up, but half of those numbers are prison numbers. So those are really kind of misleading.
Yeah, absolutely. And not only that, but Steve Dace here on the Blaze Network, he was pointing out how 62% of all cases are in nursing homes. 62%. Okay. And 6 governors shoved patients that were infected into nursing homes. And when I bet if you take out the nursing home and the prisons, because I've heard that as well, I wonder what the real number is as far as infection rates. 18%. 18%.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
No, it's just 18, not 18%.
No,
it's just 18.
It's 18.
He doesn't know the word percent.
That's
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm sorry. 18 milk. 18 milk is the infection rate number.
By the way, today's show is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Protect your data from prying eyes at expressvpn.com/unleashed. All right, so all kinds of things going on. Minneapolis is being burned to the ground, so we've got.
And we're
that
supposed to
going
be
for
okay
us.
with it.
Yeah, we're supposed to be fine.
okay with it.
And you're not supposed to insult anybody burning it to the ground. Not only do they not get arrested, they don't get insulted. Are you kidding? I don't care if these guys are black or white or brown or purple. They're thugs.
They're not protesters.
And they're not
sorry.
protesters.
No, they're rioters.
This has nothing to do with
Floyd.
a man who died at the hands of a police officer, George Floyd. Has nothing to do with that. You're just trying to get yours. That's what you're doing right now by looting Targets and wherever else they're looting all over the place.
Arby's.
Burning down buildings. Arby's.
I mean,
There's a great place to
right?
loot. Yeah,
Come on.
because they've got the meats. And so if you want the meats, you loot Arby's right now.
I got a bag of buns.
Did you?
Yeah.
You didn't get the meats?
No, there was all.
you were
they're all
late.
out.
Gone
I know,
already.
yeah.
Late to
Am I
the
going to
party.
fight for the meats? No, I just took the buns.
I bet there was plenty of horsey sauce left though, because nobody wants that.
I know. No, thank you.
Arby's. Is there a worse fast food place
I like
than Arby's?
love Arby's.
There's not a worse
Actually,
one.
I used to like Arby's a lot, and then I went there not too long ago, within the last year. Not that good.
What?
Yeah, that's
Just
what
want to be clear about that.
That's what I'm saying.
Not that good.
I like
what
the
I'm saying.
5 for $10 specials.
As
they
good
do,
as I
you know?
remember. As good as I remember.
Yeah, I don't remember it being good. And so that's why I stopped going there.
Blasphemers.
All right. So there are some people still with their heads on their shoulders. There is this guy who is telling people what's really going on in Minneapolis and to use their brains. Here he
This
is.
is for everybody out there that's trying to use their brains. Okay?
Okay.
Before it actually became a riot, the media was calling it a riot. You find that there are hundreds of people that are being arrested that have been bussed into Minnesota. They don't even live there. The police commissioner actually said it. The mayor will tell you he don't care. You have 400 years of slavery. Go ahead and destroy everything going on around here. But let me tell you why he's saying that. Oh, these liberals are devils. He's saying that because you're not rioting on his block where his house is. That's
right.
why. It's because you're rioting in your own neighborhood and destroying your own neighborhood. All of those targets, I'm pretty sure tons of black folks from that neighborhood work in that target, and now they're not going to have a job to go to either. With the pandemic already crippling economies and already hurting your area, they already knew this was going to make it worse for you. They're letting you destroy your own homes, and you're doing it willingly. And
Brilliant.
George Soros is sending people to help.
Yeah, and
Absolutely brilliant.
talks about George Soros being involved in this. I mean, that guy hit a home run there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this usually happens during riots like this. They start busing people in who are just activists, who are just thugs. No matter what color they are, they're thugs. I don't care. Since when, by the way, did thug become a black word? It's not a black word. Right. There are plenty of white thugs.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you claim it's a black word, you're the racist.
Thank you. And this guy also, he talked about those black communities being destroyed. I just saw a thing this morning where and it was almost done, the construction on it was a $30 million housing project that would have housed 190 families and burned to the ground.
Good gosh.
Done. Yep.
Ugly. Really horrible.
Yeah.
Really horrible. Because George Floyd was killed? Is that why? That's
Right.
why you're doing that? That's why it burned to the ground?
And
How many TVs did you get because he was killed at Target the other day? Oh, we saw that person with, I don't know, five televisions, including probably an 80-inch flat screen on the bottom of it, and then a whole bunch of slightly smaller ones piled on top of it. And at the very top was a stereo system.
and that person was pissed about the murder.
Yes, they were. They were really pissed. And so they got theirs because they were pissed.
I don't understand. That mentality is so
weird.
So strange to me.
So
strange.
Bizarre. Also, who's this mysterious white guy breaking windows at AutoZone? Take a look at this. We don't know exactly who this guy is. Sure, he's still free.
I ain't got part of that.
What?
What are you doing?
I mean, I don't see any looting or anything happening at that store at that time. It's almost like he wants there to be trouble there.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And he's making it easy for everyone.
I'll zoom out a little bit. Those cops will come for you.
And so they follow this guy. They're like, who just did this? Look at this. There was one guy who started all this, and it's him right there, and now he's trying to walk away from it.
Guy just came with a hammer and smashed the windows.
I'm gonna fight you right now.
You wanna go? What's up? Somebody hold my blunt. Hey, somebody hold my blunt. I'm gonna give it up. Hey.
Anyhow, so then he just walks off, and so the rest of the video is him just walking through that parking lot. So people have been trying to identify him, thinking it might have been a police officer setting up the situation. And so they actually identified a guy and named him and tried to figure out if that was him or not. And then later on in the thread, you're like, oh, sorry, guys. No, that's not him. So they still don't know who this is, but it smells like Antifa getting involved there, really.
Hard to tell who he is since he's got a gas mask on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, but at least he had a mask on, so he was outside and
right.
he did
It
have
was
the
healthy.
mask.
It was fine.
It was healthy.
Yeah, he was fine. Because if he didn't have the mask on, he could have been arrested. breaking the windows at the AutoZone. That was not a problem.
They're letting
that's okay.
They're letting that go.
But had he not worn a mask, we would have arrested the man because you can't go out without a mask. Plus, he wasn't socially distanced at certain points there.
Well,
now,
other
part
people
of that
came up
wasn't
to
his
him.
fault.
That's right.
Yeah,
they came
part
up
of that
to him.
wasn't his fault. They should be arrested right now.
Yes.
The ones who got too close to him. So, what a world. What a world.
Yeah.
Where not wearing a mask or opening your business can get you arrested. But everybody's fine when they're looting and burning down buildings.
So go through that again. Opening your business, bad. Destroying a business, good.
Is good. Is fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, it's fine
not worried
because you're
about
mad and you're upset.
Well, yeah, they're really pissed right now.
Seriously, I wonder how many of those, and you're right, they're looters. I wonder how many of them, what percentage even know George Floyd's name?
Yeah, I did probably none.
Well, they'd probably would be willing to be able to say that they're mad at the police, right? Mm-hmm. And that's about as far as you go. We're mad at the police for killing another black man in America, and I'm going to break this window and take a TV. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Van Jones said that this is the angriest he's seen black people in 20 years. So then I guess the rest of this is okay, right?
Because they're mad. Well, they're mad, man.
They're mad. It's the maddest they've
Angriest
been.
he's seen them
I mean, that's
The
kind of
angriest they've been in 20 years. Are they angrier really than Ferguson?
Yeah, that's not been 20 years. Right?
That was not 20 years ago.
And that's always been my instinct when I'm angry about something. I go and steal electronics. I mean, that's just a natural instinct.
Well, yeah. I mean,
That's
it's
how
the
you get
most
over the
logical thing to do. What else are you going to do?
It's part of the grieving process.
What else are you going to do?
It's part of the protesting process.
Who was it that said, they have no choice?
Has no choice.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Cardi B. Cardi B said they've got no other choice. This is all they can do.
They can't stay home?
No, this is their only choice because George Floyd died. He was killed. And yes, we're all pissed off about that. But they have no choice now than to, other than rioting and burning down buildings and looting stores.
This is how they.
That's all they can do.
How they get recognized.
That's all they can do.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that everyone's staying under control, though, right? According to MSNBC. Play that clip of that reporter out in front there, would you please?
I want to be clear in how I characterize this.
Yeah.
This is mostly a protest.
Yeah.
It is not, generally speaking, unruly.
Pause.
It's not
Generally speaking, there's a massive fire blazing right behind him.
Again.
It is not, generally speaking,
Listen, Pat.
unruly.
Listen. Part of the grieving process is setting fire to things.
Fires, yeah.
And stealing electronics. But you
Yeah.
got to get the
Generally
electronics out first.
speaking, though.
Yeah,
Generally speaking.
Generally,
It's just a
in
protest.
general way.
People are out with a little picnic over here protesting.
Has the entire Twin Cities burned down?
No.
No. There's still a few buildings left that they can set fire to tonight. So
Yeah.
we'll see if they do.
If you're a business owner, I mean, what do? I mean, you have to board up and protect your business, right? You have to.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to. Yes, or post
Run
armed guards in front of your.
Oh, look at that. And there you go. There's some lawful gun owners protecting their businesses. They are armed. There you go. That's what you do.
I mean, you have to.
You stand in front of your business
You have to.
with your gun.
That's
a response.
And nobody's shopping there. You're just protecting your property and
Right.
and what you have to try to sell, hopefully at a later point.
right. Businesses that may have just, I don't know where Minneapolis is on reopening, but your business may have just opened up and now you got to close it down again because of the rioting going on. It's ludicrous. It's just absolutely asinine. Was there more to the MSNBC report? Or
that's all we have.
That's about
That's
it.
the only clip we have,
It's
yeah.
just generally
Generally
speaking, it wasn't unruly.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
Let me get out of the way. The fire trucks are coming by to put out the fire.
Yeah. Wait, the National Guard is just arriving to quell the non-unruly violence that's going on.
To break up the s'mores making at the campfire behind me. I don't know why the fire department's here. Yep, bad stuff up in Minneapolis.
Really, really bad.
Really bad.
And it's not like we're not already in the middle of a pandemic.
Right.
And we've got plenty to worry about there with the economy going south. And now you've got these black businesses in black neighborhoods that are now harder hit than they otherwise were.
Right. Yeah.
In fact, they're gone.
Yeah.
Some of these businesses are just gone.
Frustrations are so high already. Definitely not needed. And I never understood the mentality of I'm so angry, I'm going to destroy someone else's property.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Seriously.
Well, and it's somebody else in your neighborhood, too. It's not like they're going to the mayor's neighborhood, as that guy pointed out.
Yeah. Well, and they're bussing in people that absolutely do not have any connections to Minneapolis whatsoever. But yeah, 2020, the year that keeps on giving. And
that's for sure.
And I've talked about ways to destroy your city in SimCity, and riots are one of them. I really think we've done everything possible now except for the alien invasion. I think that's the last thing on the list. What did that list that Steve sent us? It was we got the crab people coming up in June that are going to emerge from the earth. That's next, right? So be looking for the crab people next week, emerging from inside the earth, coming out to destroy us all. The year 2020, there's no surprises
Crab
left.
people.
Yeah, crab people are going to...
Yeah, you heard this?
Yeah.
It's going to be the first wave. There's a second wave, I think, in October of crab people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's a zombie apocalypse. You'll be into that one.
I will be.
Oh, there's the list. Thank you, Rob. Look at that. So what do we got? June is the underground crab people are discovered and they eat humans. And then the apes with guns on horseback in July. Godzilla
Apes
in August.
with guns on horseback.
There's a zombie outbreak in September, Jeffy. You might want to get your club
September,
ready
be ready.
from what's his name, right? My Little Pony eats humans in October.
That will be ugly.
That will get bad. Second wave of crab people in
Will
November.
that stop the bronies from loving that?
No.
Yeah.
No?
No.
I mean,
No,
the
no,
most
no.
ridiculous thing on here, not the aliens invade in January, but I mean, who's going to believe this one? I mean, it was a believable list until you get to February. Cleveland, the Browns win the Super Bowl. Now now it's crazy.
It's gotten
talk.
ridiculous
Stop it.
now.
Well, we're not even going to have a Super Bowl. It's not going to be football.
Get out of my face, man. Welcome back.
Wouldn't that be the perfect topping to a perfect year,
Yes.
though?
Well,
Jeez.
and Texas has said, right? He said yesterday, stadiums, open air stadiums can open up 25%. Right? Fans.
Oh, really?
Pretty sure Governor Abbott
Yeah.
said that. Said
Yeah,
that yesterday,
sporting
right?
events,
20
yeah.
Sporting events, 25% in the stadium. In the stadium.
Does that include what? That could change, though, by fall, right? It could be 50%.
Well, I think he's talking about Rangers, stuff like that, baseball, if we do that.
okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
And that may be his way of, getting teams to come and play here in Texas.
Yeah.
Right.
Come
That's
on
what-
here. We need the economy. Let's go. Open up.
MLB, make us a hub. Yeah.
So if capacity is 100,000 at Cowboy Stadium, you could open the roof and you could do 25,000 people.
But I mean, that's nobody.
That's
I mean,
hardly
I don't want
anybody.
to say 20,
It's not
25,000
nobody, but
people is not nobody. But
It's going to look pretty empty. But so what? I mean, we all know
Wait a
that
minute.
others could be there.
Wait, Cowboy
right?
Stadium,
It's
I
not
don't-
like they're failing in getting
That's
people
true.
to the stadium.
yeah. But I mean, you're looking at the domino effect of concessions and everything else. I mean,
Yeah, it'd be down. All of it's down.
Yeah.
So, all right, let me take 60 seconds here. Tell you about Ruff Greens. Something you might not know about dog food. That dry kibble stuff. There's nothing alive in it because it's all dead food. Sorry, Jeffy. It has to have a long shelf life, so the manufacturers sterilize it, and that kills everything alive in it. It kills the nutrients. It kills the vitamins. Ruff Greens, though, puts back into your dog's food all of that premium stuff. It's a premium supplement to your dog's food. You sprinkle it on, mix it in, and it contains massive amounts of vitamins, minerals, digestive enzymes, and probiotics. It even has omega oils and antioxidants. So it supports healthy skin and coat for your dog. It improves their digestion. And best of all, your dog is going to love this stuff. Take the Ruff Greens 14-day Jumpstart Challenge today. Just $14.95. See the difference in your dog in 14 days or less. If you want to see your dog thrive again, just go to ruffgreens.com/blaze. That's ruffgreens.com/blaze.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
So they also burned down the 3rd Precinct Police Station last night. Rioters broke in, burned down the police station. Jeez.
the police had evacuated right? They had left the building, so
Yeah.
I mean, no one was there. But
Well, some
still.
of them were on the roof, were they not? Because they had to be rescued.
Yeah,
from
they
the
were. They
roof.
were shooting down, the flash bombs or whatever they're called, and then the helicopter
Oh.
had to come and get them off the roof.
Okay,
500
then.
members of the
Alrighty
National
then.
Guard headed to the Twin Cities, called in by Governor Tim Watts. Rioters broke into the precinct around 10 p.m. local time after police on the rooftop previously tried to disperse a gathering crowd using flashbang shots and tear gas. The rioters entered the building and sparked the fire after police officers on the roof were rescued by helicopters.
Wow.
This is just really, really bad. And just a real shame for the people in this area and for America in general. It's spreading all over the country. Spread to Louisville, Kentucky last night. What do they have to do with it? It was in Los Angeles the night before. I don't know. Did they riot again in Los Angeles too last night?
I'm not sure. And then New York was starting some stuff in New York as well, right?
And they don't have enough problems in New York,
Right.
so that's really good because that adds to their really wonderful situation with the COVID-19.
Yeah, and I'm not joking when I say this, but if you download the scanner app, it's like having a police scanner app on your phone. When you set up your alerts, you'll know where there's rioting happening because you'll look at it and it'll say like Hennepin County is the place in Minnesota, right? Police, scanner is active. And so it's been lighting up, that's for sure. Lots of places. But let's see. Yeah, the protesters did return to Los Angeles last night.
Oh, good.
So they've had a
they're
couple
still
nights
angry.
now. Yeah. Well, it's part of the grieving process. You got more stuff to destroy, more electronics to steal, and then you can move on after you properly grieve.
Look how
That's
long
why-
they grieved after Rodney King got beaten up. Yeah, They grieved for a while.
Yes, they did.
So
Yes, they did. That's why President Trump tweeted, "These thugs are dishonoring the memory of George Floyd, and I won't let that happen." Just spoke to Governor Tim Walz and told him that the military is with him all the way. Any difficulty, and we will assume control. But when the looting starts, the shooting starts.
Oh,
Oh, my.
Thank you.
Oh, my.
Now that's the tweet that Twitter had. They didn't take it down, but they make you double click for. They tell you that this tweet violated the Twitter rules about glorifying violence. However, Twitter has determined that it may be in the public's interest for the tweet to remain accessible.
Oh,
So,
somebody's feeling the heat from that executive order.
Right. I mean, Twitter and President Trump are at war.
And he loves it.
Oh my gosh.
That's the thing. President Trump loves it.
Good luck, Jack.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that Jack wins this battle.
I don't either.
I know.
Not
I don't
either.
know.
Now, he can't shut him down as he has threatened to do. You can't. I mean, the president of the United States can't shut down Twitter. How are you going to do that?
No, but I mean,
But
that
he
he's
can't
not
make
going to
things-
shut it down. Yes.
What he should do, what he could do, and we said this yesterday, and then I heard him parrot that on Fox News this morning. So,
Yeah.
thanks for listening over there at Fox News. But he could take his 80 million followers and go to another
platform.
platform.
Seriously, it would take one tweet or one comment at a press conference.
Yep.
I'm taking all. I'm
I don't know
taking
that,
everybody
but I don't know
Parler.
that there is
Going to Parler.
I mean, there are other platforms out there, but I don't know that there's a platform that's as.
Well, it's not as established as
Yeah.
Twitter, but it would be if the president started
He's the one
that.
guy that could do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No question, he's the one guy that could do
But
it.
see, I don't think he's disciplined enough to go over to Parler or wherever and exclusively tweet or parlay, right, over there and completely abandon Twitter. But if he did that, and that was
It'd
the
be
only
huge.
place you could go for his insight.
Twitter would feel it. They
Yeah.
would definitely feel it.
I mean, if he could parlay every day and then just tweet, go to Parler. Every time he tweets something new,
Yeah.
every time
Yeah.
he parlays something new,
Right.
he tweets, go to Parler.
yeah.
It just parlayed.
If you want to hurt him,
I
if
know.
you want to make a statement, that's what you do. You don't threaten to shut him down. You threaten to take your 80 million followers and go somewhere else.
And then whatever he doesn't like about Parler, as he parlays every day, he just complains about it and they'll fix it.
Oh, they will.
oh, yeah, they would.
Oh, they would.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
they would.
Thank you for bringing everybody over here. Whatever you need.
His comment that I would like nothing more than to cancel my Twitter account. That is not true.
No, that is not true.
That is not.
That's not true. I mean, he's
at all. He can't live without it.
That's his communication to the world.
If you hated it so much, if you wanted to stop doing it, you wouldn't tweet at 4 a.m. from your, I don't know, bathroom. Wherever you're tweeting these things. We always suspect he gets up and takes care of business and does a little tweeting.
That's the tablet with him. Let's go. Tweets it out.
Yep. But he loves it. He loves the battle.
Yes.
And you could take that battle, though, and go to Parler. And then you hurt Jack. You hurt Jack Dorsey on Twitter a lot.
A lot. Because then you're not playing his little battle game with him. You're just like, whatever.
And then everything he parlays would be talked about in the news instead of Twitter. Oh, man. The Parler people, they would love that.
If I'm Parler, I'm delivering him a phone with just the Parler app on it.
Better believe it.
Here you go, man.
Right. You want to hurt Twitter? Here's how. Do this. And he's already got an established platform, right there. Go ahead and do it. All right. Let's see. We've got some tweets here. As we speak about Parler, we've got tweets. Yappy Tilda's glittery sock drawer. Okay. Making this point, no mask, get arrested. Gather at a church, get arrested. Gather to loot Target. That's perfectly okay.
Fine. Don't worry about it.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, that's the new normal.
Yeah, I love that observation because it is so true. How do you even deny that right now?
Well, you can, and there's plenty of counties and municipalities that don't even arrest you if you steal things for under $1,000 anyway. Right? So, you just get a slap on the hand, maybe. Yeah. Maybe. So, while we don't like the rioting and the destruction of property, the taking of the merch. Dallas County does that.
That was in Dallas.
Dallas
Attorney General.
Yeah.
And our great governor spoke out against that pretty strongly, but he said he wasn't going to prosecute anybody if the theft is under $1,000. What?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's essentially legal now to steal things in,
now,
in Dallas that are under $1,000.
They claim that the police, can still arrest you and everything, but they're not going to prosecute. But the police officers, why go through the motions?
Yeah, if you're not going to be
prosecuted.
Right.
What's the point?
Exactly. You've just tied their hands.
Right.
You've just completely tied the hands of justice. All right, 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Norway's top public health official now is saying lockdowns may have been unnecessary to control COVID-19. What?
Well, in Europe, they know what to do. In Europe, they've got this thing really down. In Europe, they'll comply with these orders. In Europe, they're doing way better than us. In Europe.
So destroying our livelihoods and our economies. So it wasn't worth it?
No, apparently not.
Of
apparently not. The director of Norway's Institute of Public Health said the country might have been able to achieve the same level of COVID-19 mitigation without aggressive lockdown policies. I wonder who else said that. Probably nobody.
Nobody.
Norway joined many other countries in implementing strict stay-at-home rules in mid-March, even though the rate of coronavirus transmission was already relatively low. It doesn't mean that we don't stand by the advice we gave them, given the knowledge base we had at the time.
At the time. I got
At the time.
Yeah.
Our assessment now, and I find there is a broad consensus in connection with the reopening, was that one could achieve perhaps the same effect and avoid some of the unfortunate impacts by not closing.
Oh, that's a nice spin. Unfortunate impacts.
Yeah.
Sorry we destroyed your life forever.
But by keeping open with infection control measures.
Which is what we had started, which is what many people had started doing prior to the original lockdown. Right,
Yes.
the first part of March. We were already doing that.
If we just didn't totally panic,
Yeah.
could have avoided.
And wash our hands.
Yeah, right. Do that one thing, the one thing they've stuck with the entire time is wash your hands and keep the economy. That would have been nice.
Yeah.
Would have been nice.
Pat.
Yeah, I got some tweets here at Pat Unleashed. From Hootin' and Luton. Can we please hear how the Reverend Al Sharpton would say the word Minneapolis?
Okay.
Mini ha ha, mini me, mini mouse, mini poo poo,
Mini poo-poo.
mini petty, manicure.
Why were many ha-ha protesters?
Email sent.
Man. He actually tweeted out that he's on his way there.
Oh, I believe that.
Yeah, he did. So did Jesse Jackson.
Yeah. Oh,
They all want a piece of that.
They
man.
sure do.
Here they come.
They all want a piece of that.
Here they come.
Oh, Jesse's back. Then we haven't heard from him. Remember, we were just saying
exactly.
a couple months ago we hadn't heard from him.
Yeah.
And this time.
I know.
Let's see. Preston Baines tweets, I can live with a lot of your crazy takes, but I'll be damned if you're going to trash Arby's.
Thank you, Preston. Thank you.
Who is in the level just below Chick-fil-A for fast food.
Oh, no, my friend.
No.
No.
And what do you mean? What crazy takes? I don't have any crazy takes. There are no crazy takes here. From Carl Smith. Newly discovered stages of grief: denial, anger, resolution, looting, a Target burning down, the strip mall.
That's almost probably true.
DMXDM, why isn't CNN out at these riots, nagging everyone not to wear a mask or maintaining a 6-foot distance? Jacob Lescht, I wonder if the evidence locker looks as empty as that Target. Kara 3022, I wonder if the Marxist media outlets that are there would feel that these are not unruly riots if their trucks, vans, and hotel rooms were being looted or burned to the ground.
Yep.
Yeah, they're not staying in the area. You know that. You know that for a fact. From Galt Shrug, I would indeed download Parler if real Donald Trump moved there. Yeah,
I know.
I think a ton of people would. I think a lot
I downloaded it the other day just in case.
Did you?
Yeah, I've got it.
I can't believe nobody's suggested it to him, or he just doesn't. He can't be that married to Twitter. He says he's not. He says he'd like to delete his entire account.
Okay, well, you don't need to delete it.
Yeah, just
tell us to go over here.
Right. And then use Twitter to promote Parler.
Yes.
Frumpus tweets, Trump should set up his own platform and call it Trumpet. Trumpet. Get it?
Hey-o.
Trumpet.
It's not that bad of an idea.
And don't think it hasn't crossed his mind.
I know.
When he gets out of office, what he does is set up a cable news network. That's the first thing he does. Maybe the second thing he does is set up something like that, like Trumpet. That would be a really good thing for him to do.
Really good thing.
Equus Limits 10 just tuned into the show. So glad to see Jeffy finally out of the bunker to join the rest of humanity.
Thank you.
Yeah, we are too. And Jimmy Dimples. Question: would you be ready to go to Parler yourself if real Donald Trump did? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I would.
Absolutely.
I think,
in fact, I wouldn't be surprised to see a press release today. Parler changes name to Trumpet.
That wouldn't be a bad business
move. No, that
move.
would not be a bad move at all.
Not bad at all. Yeah, why not? Also, somebody sent us this meme. Was this Baker Girl? Baker Girl 518? 18? I don't know. So 18!
Thank you.
Sent us this meme. Illustrates how we're all feeling about this particular term, the new normal. Say new normal one more time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all those phrases that we're I don't know, sick of hearing, really. Social distancing, new normal, self-quarantine.
We're all in this together.
Flattening the curve, N95 mask, incubation, COVID-19, community spread, all of those. Enough.
We're really not hearing about flatten the curve anymore because they're not selling that anymore. They're selling the vaccine now. Because flattening the curve went completely out the window.
Yeah, that's
we don't
out of
care about
style.
that. We've already done that. We did that.
Yeah, we did.
We did that.
Yeah, we did.
And
By squashing by putting our foot on business.
Yes.
and employees.
Yes.
But we did. We flattened the curve.
Flattened the curve.
Flattened the curve.
Mm-hmm. Democratic New Mexico Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham was caught violating the draconian social distancing command she gave to her constituents.
Well, they all have been.
Yeah.
'Cause
it's so amazing, though, how they think they're fine to just go out and openly violate every rule they've set down for everybody else.
Well, they're them.
You would think that they'd be a little more embarrassed about it,
You would.
wouldn't you?
You would.
But they're not.
No, the D gives you immunity.
They don't care at all. She told New Mexicans that they needed to stay at home in early April when she ordered non-essential businesses to close. We're in a really tough financial times as a state. It mirrors the incredible personal sacrifices that happen every single day because people limited their ability to work telecommuting, and many people, in fact, have lost their jobs, she said. But according to a local TV station, the Democrat governor herself broke the rules in order to purchase jewelry at a store that otherwise should have been closed.
Well, you can well understand you need new jewelry.
It's essential, right? It's one of those essential products.
Yes.
Jewelry.
Yeah. Well, what are you going to do when you need a diamond ring?
Thank you.
You've got to go get one, right?
As soon as you're done grieving at the local Target,
Yeah.
then you have to go and get your essential.
And if they don't have
diamonds.
anything nice to steal at Target, then you're going to have to go to a better store.
Yeah.
Right? And see if they'll sell
I think
one
it's
to you.
like the tweet said. There's stages of grief, and this is included.
The Target jewelry counter was probably the first thing to be emptied, man, because that's usually right up front.
Nah, video games.
That's in the back, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
A lot of effort.
Yeah.
That's for the people coming in the back door.
We saw a lot of electronics going
Yeah,
out
I
of there.
know.
Yeah, we did.
I know.
A lot. Station spoke to an employee from a jewelry store who said that Grisham called the store to buy the jewelry and sent over a staffer to pick it up, despite the fact that the store should have been closed under her order. Oh, man. Spokesperson for the governor offered an alternative explanation, though, for what happened.
Hold on. Wait, what's that phrase again?
Okay. An alternative
explanation. Oh, we got to start using that phrase.
Otherwise known as a lie. Grisham did call an employee saying they had a long-standing personal relationship. The employee came here to Lily Barrick, got the jewelry, and took it home, left it outside their home, and then someone came and picked it up.
Oh, stop it.
That's a lot of work for an alternative explanation.
Isn't it, though? So a number of jewelry stores absolutely closed down, lost hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales. Many said they were aware of the loophole that the governor's office said she exploited in order to purchase the jewelry. These hypocrites. And all Democrats. It's so irritating. Yeah. 888-900-3393. Also, Colorado Springs.
Oh.
Saying F you to masks.
I don't think they're alone in that.
No,
there's more
a few.
more municipalities that are doing that now.
There's a few.
Wait, before you get going on that story though, what are the senators from Colorado? Do you remember? There's one in particular that comes to mind. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
You don't?
It's not ringing any bells.
Wow! Come on!
Keith is just desperately trying to.
I love you.
He's
I
just
hate
desperately.
you,
I love you.
I don't want you here anymore.
so
You're a
much.
bad influence on this man right
love
here.
you so much.
Desperately trying to work in a bingo square.
I
here.
want to. Oh,
desperately.
You want to kiss him right now?
I do.
Yeah, I know you do. I know you do. I wish you had to come in today.
I can't think of a single Colorado governor or senator.
Yeah, sure.
Or
I don't care anymore.
congressperson.
Yeah,
I think there are. In fact, I don't think there are any. I think that's the one state that doesn't have
two
any.
vacated seats right now, huh? I hate you both so much.
All right. Jeez. Cory freaking Gardner.
They're all out.
Did you try the corner market?
Of course.
Grocery store?
Sold out.
Drugstore?
Come on.
So
Come on,
everyone's sold
stupid.
out of condoms.
Moron.
How did this happen?
Cory Gardner, bad birth control.
Yeah.
And now it's all on us guys.
All on us guys.
no.
You can't find a condom anywhere.
Not anywhere. It's
And the pill was just the start.
just a
The
start.
Pell Grants my little brother was counting on for college.
Yeah.
Cory cut them.
Cut 'em.
Climate change that
Climate
everyone
change.
knows is weirding our weather.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Cory flat out
Weirding
denies
weather.
it. Sweet Pea.
Sweet Pea.
Cory denies science.
He
Come on.
denies science.
This guy has
Sweet
no
pea.
idea what's going on in the real world.
The greatest part of that, Pat, is when I asked you who the senator from Colorado was. Your little look at Jeffy like, I don't know.
I'm not freaking saying it. Not a chance.
So funny. That right there alone is worth getting the Blaze app going on your phone today.
Oh, man. All right, let me tell you about Patriot Mobile. In addition to their generous support of Mercury One, Patriot Mobile has gone above and beyond to help Americans stay in touch right now. Their U.S.-based team is standing by to design your customized family plan starting at just $25 a month. Patriot Mobile, they're the company that shares your values. They're not going to charge you hidden fees, and unlike Big Mobile, they're not going to send your hard-earned money to Planned Parenthood or some other left-wing goofball cause. Get the same reliable nationwide service and support, and you support a company that shares your values, supports our Constitution, and puts people before profits. It's easy to switch, and they give you all kinds of options. You can keep your phone number if you want to. You can get a new one. You can bring your phone to this plan, or you can get a new one. Call 972-PATRIOT, 972-PATRIOT, or visit patriotmobile.com/Pat. Get your customized family plan today, starting as low as $25 a month. 972-PATRIOT or patriotmobile.com/Pat.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Sorry, I interrupted your Colorado
Springs story.
I was doing it for the greater good, but
No,
there's
I
a good story out of Colorado.
The town where nobody's wearing a mask, apparently. And, of course, the mainstream media, when they go there, are just shocked and appalled.
Right.
They've got a marquee on one of the businesses that says, "Thank you, America. No thank you, new normal."
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Love this.
I like that. When Westward1.com news went there, they noticed the lack of mask buy-in among the Colorado Springs citizenry was particularly worrisome.
Oh, no.
Given the size of the community. It is the second largest city in the state after Denver.
Is that right?
Yeah, it is. And
Colorado Springs.
A lot of people weren't wearing masks.
And, well, you would think they'd be
Bastards.
more responsible. And
You would think so.
They're the second largest city in the
Thank
state
you.
of Colorado.
Well, that's why they're such a hot spot. Well,
What?
no, they're not.
Well,
Actually,
no.
they're not. Nonetheless, as they have to admit here, El Paso County, which is where Colorado Springs is located, isn't a current COVID-19 hot spot. Again, isn't a COVID-19 hot spot. Its case rate of 230 per 100,000 is in the middle of the pack and lower than you might expect given a city of its size. And the fact that nobody's wearing masks. I love
Wow.
it.
So-
I love it.
So some Karen news reporter happened to be going through Colorado Springs, took note, and said, "Wow, we got to write a story on this. I'm going to do a story on this town that won't wear
Let's
masks."
go check the rate. They've got to have a really high rate of infection in this
Exactly.
town. And then we're
Oh,
so
no.
disappointed.
I can't believe it went to
Oh,
print
yeah.
after that.
I know.
Wow.
I love that.
She had a deadline.
I went to
I need a story.
I went to Kroger yesterday in my area, and almost every single person in that store had a mask on.
Yeah.
I was really surprised.
Yeah,
I thought,
it's
what?
really grown a lot.
Guys said, "Come on, you lemmings! You lemmings!" That's what I stood there in the aisles yelling that.
Good for you.
You lemmings!
Yeah, and they could hear you because you didn't have to pull down your mask
Right.
to project.
Right. It
Did you
wasn't
get any
all
looks,
muffled.
though?
It didn't sound like,
You lemmings! You stinking lemmings!
What's he saying over in aisle 9?
Did you get
What is
any
that?
looks?
yeah, oh yeah.
Because my wife
A few.
doesn't wear a mask because she can't, and she gets looks all the time.
She can't wear a
Yeah.
mask? Why? Why can't she?
She has asthma and there's other issues, breathing issues.
I mean, whatever.
Okay, if she doesn't mind getting the COVID-19 because of
But
it
she
on
doesn't-
top of her asthma,
She doesn't have
whatever.
COVID-19.
Whatever. She's going to get it if she's not wearing a mask. Am I right?
I
Or
mean,
am
there's some
right?
places now they won't let her in. Doctors' offices and stuff like that. I mean, they
right.
do not let her in.
Yeah.
Like she'll take her dad to the doctors, and the doctor's like, "Nope,
Really?
everybody wears a mask.
Yeah.
You don't get in."
That's unreal.
Okay.
And these doctors should know better because
Yes,
it's
they
not
should.
The mask is not protecting
Oh,
you.
that's our office policy. I want to stick your office policy right up your office policy. I'll tell you that.
Yes. Even Anthony Fauci just said that the mask. Okay. Let's see. Let me get the exact quote
And if
because I don't want to
while
misquote him.
you're looking for that, if you're not sick The doctor should know. If you're not sick and they're wearing a mask for their protection,
then they're protected.
Then we're good.
Right. That's right. Okay, so Fauci said Americans should wear a mask if you're in public. It's just a good practice. I want to protect myself and protect others by wearing a mask, but also I want it to be a symbol for people to see.
Aha, there it is.
Yeah.
We've talked about the psychology of masks. It makes you feel better.
Symbol.
Yeah.
Makes you feel better about yourself.
Yes.
Right.
That's all it is.
And it makes others around you, I guess, feel better. That makes them feel safer. Well, that's not my job. It's not my job to make you feel safer when the mask isn't really doing anything. And there's plenty of people saying it really doesn't protect you from this thing. I'm not gonna try to just make you feel better by wearing one.
Okay, but
I'm not gonna do it.
What if it's a crochet mask? Does that
Well, then
work?
I will, because it's really fashionable then.
Thank you.
Yeah, because it's got the big holes in it.
Yep.
And
Yep.
you can still breathe. You can still get the airflow through it, which is important in a mask. Alyssa Milano, what a waste of skin she's turned out to be. I just can't take it. I can't take it. With her, with so many of these Cardi B, all of these idiots. Oh, and there she is. There's Alyssa. Mm-hmm. Alyssa right there with her cute little family. You can't tell what any of them look like because they're all wearing masks, crocheted masks. Isn't that fun?
But they feel better about themselves, and
yeah,
yes.
and they're also virtue signaling, saying, "Look at me, I care."
Right.
And, I'm a
that's
good.
That's what that's all about.
I'm better than you because I'm wearing this again. And we've said if you want to wear a mask and it makes you feel good about yourself,
Fine, that's fine. Yes.
Do it. That's great.
Fine. Right.
But being forced into it, no,
I'm not
thank you.
Not gonna do it.
No, thank you.
Go back to the photo again of Alyssa Milano and her family. You tell me, is she wearing a carbon filter under that?
Chance.
There's no way there's a carbon filter under that.
Nope.
No.
Such a liar.
Wow.
All right. 888-900-3393. And at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Much more. Pat Gray Unleashed coming up.
Good morning, Americans. It's Friday.
Great to have you with us. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Of course, all hell broke loose again in Minneapolis last night. Many other cities as well. Los Angeles among them. You know what would stop this? Looters will be shot on sight. That's the way it used to be handled.
It sure is.
The looters will be shot on sight. And then the looting would stop.
I know.
You can't allow them to start taking advantage of tragedies. And we're in the middle of a pandemic. And now we've got looting in Minneapolis on fire? No. It's unacceptable. Put a stop to it. Put a stop to it. Whether it's white people looting, black people looting, just, put a stop to it.
Which really should have already happened.
Should have. And if you're not going to shoot them, okay, which they're not.
No,
they're not going to do it.
They're not going to.
At least arrest them when they're coming out of the Target, loaded with goods.
Yes, instead of having that stand down order.
It's unbelievable.
Where you just, keep the violence and the looting in a contained area.
Right. What
Why? What is that?
Yeah, what's that doing for this business? Did you see the inside of the Target that they're looting? It's destroyed. They destroyed the Target. In addition to stealing all the merchandise inside of it. All the electronics pretty well gone. Most anything that is desirable in the store gone.
And hundreds of jobs for that neighborhood.
Gone.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, I don't understand. Look at that. Look at that haul this guy is getting on that flatbed.
4 flat screens and a stereo.
My gosh. And then he just takes off with it. It's Christmas Day. Thank you, Santa Claus. Thank you. So weird that we do nothing about that.
I know.
And just wave goodbye. All right, see you later. Enjoy your electronics.
Thanks for being angry at the dead guy.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Right.
Angry about what? I'm just here for the free TVs. What are you talking about? There's a guy?
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with George Floyd.
No,
we all know that. It's got nothing to do with him. It's got nothing to do with the police. It's got everything to do with your greed and taking advantage of a crisis.
I mean that murder of Floyd. I mean that whole thing is just disgusting for me to watch.
It is, me too.
I watched that whole thing and
hate it.
There's
no way to defend any of the police there.
Any of them.
You can't defend them
Not
at all.
one of those officers.
Nope.
In particular, the one who was in the one video most of the time, along with the officer that had his knee on Floyd's neck.
Mm-hmm.
At no time did he say, "All right, dude, let's throw him in the car."
Tap him on the shoulder
Let's go.
and say,
"All right, dude, that's good. We're good.
Let's get him in the back of the cruiser."
Everybody's filming. Everybody's, things are getting out of
They
control.
didn't care at all.
Let's go.
They didn't care at all.
Not a second of thought.
Not
about
even
that.
for their own self-preservation, let alone the humanity of we're hurting this guy really badly right now. It is. It's so despicable, and it's subhuman.
I
really.
know.
It really is. Because there's no humanity involved there. You didn't care for his well-being at all. The guy is pleading.
Nope.
He's calling for his mother.
Yep. Yeah.
He's calling for his mom.
Should be a tip-off right there.
44-year-old man. How? 46, in fact, I think. How heart-wrenching is that?
And of course we know
oh, God.
that the big crime that he was suspected of was trying to pass a fake $20
bill off.
Ooh,
Yeah.
boy, that's
Yeah.
totally
Oh, no.
worth
killing him.
Killing him for it. Absolutely right. Just there's no justification.
Did you see that mayor that tried to defend him? Tried to defend the cops.
Oh, really?
I'm looking for it here. I forget what town he's at. Some small
So it wasn't the
town mayor.
Minneapolis mayor.
No, it was not the Minneapolis mayor.
As long as you're not burning down his building, he good
doesn't
with
care.
it.
Sure thing.
It was a mayor in Mississippi who said, "If you can say you can't breathe, you're breathing." Trying to defend the
my
cops.
word.
Can you believe that?
Oh no.
Dude. you just need to keep quiet. Seriously. Shut up.
No
Inside
one
voice.
supports the police more than Chewing the Fat podcast and Jeff Fisher. No one. I mean, I don't want to speak for Pat Gray Unleashed, but no one supports the police more than Jeff Fisher and Chewing the Fat. But not in this case. Not in
No.
this case.
Well, there's nothing to support here. You can't support them.
I know.
I mean, it's just you're a moron if you're supporting them, like this guy.
Right.
There's nothing to support.
Right.
If you're saying you can't breathe, you're in trouble there. Obviously, yes, you're still breathing somewhat, but your breathing is being cut off now. I mean, you could tell the guy was incomplete, and even they said he's in medical distress. That's why they called for the ambulance. Well, he's in medical distress because you got your knee in his throat. God, it's so unbelievable.
I know.
It's just so.
I know.
He wouldn't have been in medical. He wasn't in medical distress before that time. He was fine.
And as frustrating as it is, and angry as I am at the police officer with his knee on his throat, it's the other officers that I'm really angry with. Not one of those. I mean, you can't tell me that at one point you just don't go, dude, let him up, let's go.
Right. Well,
Let's get him in the car.
in fact, it's worse than that. There's another angle apparently. I was reading about this last night. From another angle, two of the other cops are on his back.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
They're helping in the situation. They're making it worse.
Wow. I was
Not
just
better.
the one angle is the one police officer that's there almost the whole time, walking, coming up to the crowd and walking back.
Right.
And I kept
And
waiting
you don't
for
see
him.
the other two.
Right.
Because they're on his back.
I kept waiting for him. I kept waiting for him just to go. Just all right, let him up. Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, it's indescribably bad.
It sure is.
Words aren't sufficient to describe.
That's why I need a TV.
And it's like, that's why you need a TV. Exactly.
That's how angry I am right now.
we're about to head to Target right after the show.
I was so mad. If
See
I
we
don't
can
get
us
a
one.
handful of jewelry and a vacuum cleaner from Target, I'm going to be pissed.
We don't have that video, do we, of the woman with the vacuum cleaner?
That's so great.
We got to
It's so
find that and play it
hilarious.
because
He's
it's
looking down the back.
unbelievable. Just unbelievable.
So, and that's just as bad as the.
And it's not like
murder,
the guy. And it's not like the guy was taking shots at him, was swinging at them, was hitting them, was kicking them, when he was biting. From the video I saw, he wasn't resisting at all, except for maybe resisting getting out of the car.
Yeah.
That's about it. They had to pull him out of the car, and then after that, he was totally compliant. In every shot I saw, walking down the sidewalk, leaning against the building. One of the cops had him sit down on the sidewalk against the building. He was totally compliant. He got back up when the cop told him to, walked around the car when the cop told him to. He was doing everything they said he should do.
But he had just shut up a daycare center, right? And
No,
so
he hadn't. No, he might have passed a fake $20 bill.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Really, I mean, egregious? You bet.
You bet.
You bet.
You bet.
So it's just a sickening situation.
All
Got
around.
some tweets here from Sherry. Planet Fitness label is social fitnessing and cardio distancing. Oh, jeez.
Please
just make it stop.
I will say it was strange to drive in today and not see people at the gym that I passed. I passed 2 gyms, and it's really...
Were there no people at the gyms?
They were closed, man.
Oh, well, really?
Yeah.
Because there are some open now.
I know.
In our
and
area.
I expected.
My son's been going to the gym every day.
And maybe it's open. It's just not open. You know,
just about to ask you,
it's
how do you know the gym?
My son goes.
It's only look.
I'm like, where are you going? Going to the gym. Like, oh, yeah, good luck.
It's only a 24-hour fitness, so I'm sure that it's not open 24 hours anymore. You know, with the new
probably
plan.
not. Yeah. But yeah, that's how I knew.
I was
that
gonna
the
say,
gym
I
was
was
open.
like, all right. There's a hole in your story here, man.
Well, notice I just drive by him, my friend.
Oh, look, the parking lot's full.
Yeah.
I guess they're open again.
I'm like, dude, you're running a cookie company. You don't need muscles for that, do you?
Right.
What are you going to the gym
I don't know.
for?
These cookies
Please.
are heavy, Dad. Especially when they order 2 dozen or more. Man.
Tricia Sanders tweets, when COVID clause... Yeah, COVID clause. That's a good name for what's going on at Target. When COVID clause leaves a Jeffy under your quarantine tree, it's a pandemic miracle.
Yay!
Merry Jeffy's Back Day.
Yay, Merry Jeffy's Back Day. And we got to
you.
work on that. The alliteration's kind of lacking, but we'll get on that.
Still. Kara 3022. Yep, I joined Parler last night. So see, it's happening already. It's happening already. Brocco Nagurski fan club. Did Jeffy get to claim the Jeffy username on Parler, or did that other guy beat him to the punch?
As far as I know, I am Jeffy on Parler.
Just plain Jeffy?
Just plain Jeffy on Parler.
Nice.
As far as I know, yeah.
Really?
They keep kicking me out on the picture though, so maybe they don't like my picture. I don't know.
Well, I mean, can you blame them? Can you blame them?
Well, yes,
Seriously,
I can.
You can't blame them. You cannot blame them. COVID Bullet 23 tweets, just wondering when in this fundamental transformation of America Barack Obama subtly mentioned in 2008 begins. Oh, yeah. Fundamental transformation of America.
Mm-hmm.
I got news for you. It began.
Yeah, that started a long time ago.
We're there.
And if Joe Biden gets in, he'll finish it. He'll finish
That's a
it.
scary thought. Mm-hmm. It really is a scary thought. There's a show that has said that we can't let that happen.
Yeah, seems like I heard that. In fact, not just in 2020. We can never let it happen again where a Democrat ever wins.
Yeah,
the
that
presidency.
guy.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah,
I remember that vaguely. Yeah. I don't know who that was, though, but a brilliant person. Obviously incredibly astute, incredibly wise, and brilliant.
Oh, you're talking about Cardinal Joe Tobin? Who are you talking about?
No, but Cardinal Joe Tobin T-shirts are on sale now.
I know, they look great.
At shop.blazemedia.com/Pat squiggly line underline.
Look at that.
Dot.
Oh, you had it right.
Tobin's
No.
dot.
No, you forgot the hyphen. hyphen dash. Anyway, thank you all for the suggestion. I forgot who made that suggestion.
But it was a really good one.
Yeah, absolutely.
I added the I don't know. Ask Cardinal Joe Tobin of Newark. It's so great. So there it is.
It doesn't have the Chewing the Fat logo on the T-shirt.
No, it doesn't,
either.
because it's not a Chewing the Fat T-shirt. It's
I'm just saying
Pat Gray Unleashed T-shirt.
Weird. I don't think that's wrong. That's a wrong.
Again, it's shop.blazemedia.com/Pat.
I'm so happy for you. That's twice you've nailed it right there. And
Well, once I was looking at it, but the second time that was all me. Okay.
Thank you.
I'll thank you not to mock. I'll thank you not to mock it.
Okay.
That was just sheer
genius,
unadulterated genius on my part. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. You know something we haven't even mentioned because we've got so many problems going on right now in this country. There are some problems going on elsewhere too, including the Chinese takeover now of Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Right.
Oof.
That has gone under the radar.
Dang. Really bad. They've gone back on their agreement with Hong Kong. It was supposed to last until 2050. If I'm not mistaken, it is not yet 2050, and they're already redoing the deal.
Yeah, never.
It might be in Chinese years.
It may be.
Oh,
it might be in Chinese years.
Maybe that's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes. But the Hong Kong protesters are out again, and they're
bless them.
Yeah, they're unbelievable.
I know.
They're unbelievable. Because, you can go out and protest in Minneapolis, and that's one thing. Okay.
Right? Oh my God.
You can loot all you want. You can break windows. You can burn buildings to the ground. You can steal from box stores. Doesn't matter. We're not going to do anything about it.
Right.
In China, it's not quite like that.
No, it is not.
And so they try to crack down, and the protesters just get more and more creative.
Yeah, we got a new tactic.
Yeah, check this out. They're firing tear gas canisters at the protesters.
Look at that, a portable.
But the protesters have leaf blowers.
Nice.
Blowing the tear gas away.
And then this guy goes and puts it out.
And it works.
Yeah, it
works.
It blows it back toward him. Toward the soldiers.
I am glad to see they're responsibly wearing masks to protect themselves from COVID-19.
Sure, I'm sure that's what it
as
is.
the tear gas canisters are being fired at them. That's good. That's good. That's great.
Oh, boy.
That's interesting, though. That's interesting. Is there a number of people who can call Ivan and talk about that?
Yeah, it's right there in front of you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's interesting. It's interesting.
So, yeah.
Anybody call yet? No, nobody yet.
I would just hate if that leaf blower battery runs out while they're hurling.
Well, it's going to run out. It's going to run out.
It is.
And what makes those run out easy is bullets.
Yeah.
They stop blowing as soon as a bullet comes.
Yeah, whether they're rubber or otherwise. That's the thing in China. Again, they treat you a little differently there.
Yes, they do.
A little differently. So, but they're just an amazing people who really honestly care about freedom and are willing to fight for it.
They are an inspiration.
And they do fight for it.
Yes, they do.
I mean, that extradition thing where they were going to extradite criminals to mainland China from Hong Kong. And they knew, well, that's not just. That's not our justice system.
Right.
We don't want to be subjected to Chinese justice. So they went out and protested. And even after the bill was withdrawn, they continued to protest. Millions of people would hit the street, even afterwards, saying, no, you're trying to take away too many freedoms. Just really incredible. All right, let's go to Brian in Michigan. Hey, Brian, you're on the Blaze.
Hello?
Hello? Brian?
Bingo!
Oh, nicely done. Nicely done. All right, tell us where your bingo occurred.
Oh, second row from the bottom, starting with you are Patrick.
Son of Joseph. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay.
He plays the egg shaker.
Right.
The gimme square, BYU is mentioned.
Yeah.
Cory Gardner, banned birth control.
The much tougher one because that's from a while ago, but yes. And then.
Oh, thank you, not to mock it.
Thank you, not to mock it.
Not to mock it.
Just happened. All right, congratulations. Did we get your information, or have you been taken care of yet?
I will be.
Okay, hang on a second. We'll get you fixed up with something from shop.blazemedia.com/Pat.
I mean, that's a trifecta today.
Thank you.
Nice job.
Good night and drive safely,
Yeah.
everybody.
Oh, you could,
I'm
what?
done. I'm going home now.
You could get a Cardinal Joe Tobin t-shirt if you win now.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Nice.
They're available. All right, let me tell you about Omega XL. Omega XL is something that fights inflammation. Inflammation is what causes so much pain, whether it's in your elbow, your knees, back pain, neck pain. It's, the older you get, the more inflammation you have, probably. Pain relievers and topical creams don't treat the problem. They just mask it, and sometimes they don't even do that. Omega XL, though, goes right to the inflammation and calms that down. It's backed by 30 years of research. It's a powerful natural supplement. Helps reduce pain due to inflammation. What I love about it, too, other than the fact that it does reduce the inflammation, there's no icky afterward taste of fish that you're burping up the rest of the day. I can't.
You don't like that bonus?
I can't do that.
Okay.
See, that's what I was thinking. More bonus than
not to me. To me, that's not a bonus exactly. And so if that happens, I can't take your product. That does not happen with Omega XL. I love it. Right now, staying healthy is on everybody's mind, and Omega XL will even help promote a healthy immune response in your body. So here's a special offer to get you started. If you order now, you'll get a second bottle for free. So you buy one, get one free. For more information, visit omegaxl.com/Pat or call 800-844-4888. Or again, just go to omegaxl.com/Pat.
So
yeah, I apologize.
My
was
friend,
really difficult for you.
I was still working. I was still providing content for chewing the fat every day.
Now, hang on.
So
I know
a lot has changed over here since you were in here, right? We've gone from the pothole to the patch.
I know.
To the entire lane.
The
has
whole
been
strip,
paved.
a couple of places, right? A couple of places they've paved along the drive.
Brand new paving.
Yeah.
Since we complained about it.
I know.
It only took 8 years. We should have done this 8 years ago.
Right?
As soon as we said something, they fixed it. Thank you, by the way,
beautiful.
Dallas County and Irving.
Thank
you.
Smooth
Appreciate it.
asphalt, man.
Really nice. Yeah. Not only did
awesome.
they patch it, which I was fine with,
I know.
then they repaved it.
But they haven't relined it yet. I had trouble staying in the lane. So
yeah, they do need to reline it.
Yeah. We can get that.
Paint the
get
white
that taken
lines
care
on.
of. I was almost swerving in and out of the lane. I'm not sure where I was at.
And they've only done one side so far.
I know.
Oh, I need both sides done.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they haven't done the whole way.
Right. That's
They
right.
broke it up a little bit. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what they're doing, but no planes. Really strange. No planes flying.
Planes ever
usually,
flying over.
Usually at 4:30, 5 o'clock, there's 2 or 3 rowed up coming in.
Yes.
Nothing.
Yes. Planes always. We drive in and back to and from 114, heading east and west.
DFW is
and
right there.
DFW is right there, and there are always multiple planes flying overhead because there's
multiple landing strips, multiple planes. I mean, they row them
there's
up. man.
2,000 flights a day, so they're always coming in. And
Not
out.
anymore, though.
Not anymore.
I mean, you got the TSA is getting 250,000 every day now. The last week or so.
So it's picked up a little bit.
Not much though.
What was it down to? What was the lowest? Like 180?
No, it went down to. I think the lowest was one day was 80,000, something like that.
Really?
Yeah, I think I could go. You go back and look.
80,000 nationwide.
I think the lowest. I could go back and look now, but I think the lowest was 80,000.
Oh, that's amazing.
But then it always,
and it's usually what,
for the most
2
part,
million?
Yeah, 2.5 million. 2.5 million was regular a year ago.
That's amazing. Wow, that is something
really
else.
amazing. They had a most of the time it was right around 100,000, something like that. But
during the quarantine thing, lockdown.
Yeah.
Okay. Got some tweets here because I care. Tweets. Here's an idea. U.S. government should have emergency stockpiles of widescreen televisions that can be airlifted to locations when there's police violence and gross negligence.
There you go.
Hand them out like when we hand out food and water after natural disasters. Good idea. It's a really good idea.
It'd save a lot of trouble.
Jeffy's 18 Spoons tweets. My daughter is in the same boat as Jeffy's wife. She tried masks, but will no longer participate due to asthma.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the first Karen that shoots her a dirty look or says something to her around me. Pelosi's Botox ice cream and designer mask supplier tweets, when people give the look for not wearing a mask, I calmly whisper, invisible carbon filter. Thanks, Alyssa Milano.
That's really funny. Yep. Yeah, the lowest was 87,534.
Nationwide.
Nationwide, through the turnstiles. Yeah. That was the lowest. And then it was, 90, 95. But
how does the airline industry,
survive?
other than the massive bailout they're getting,
right?
Even with it, though, do they survive?
I don't know.
I don't know that they all do.
Yesterday, they were back up over 300,000.
Yeah, and I think that
so
government...
they're back, Pat.
They're back.
300,000. It's all good.
I think the government money runs out end of August, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow. But don't worry, there's another.
Oh yeah, we can go print more.
Another
right
stimulus,
here.
yeah. It's coming. Don't worry about it. Welcome to it. 888-900-3393. And Pat Unleashed on Twitter, where Hallie Graham tweets, "Gonna treat myself to something from the eblaze.pat.blaze.patgrayunleashed.com
Again.
/shopping/the blaze squiggly line _
Oh, she forgot
for my
the hyphen.
birthday today." Forgot the hyphen, yeah.
Oh,
so she'll
happy
never get
birthday.
that. Happy birthday, Hallie Graham. Can't decide between the mug and the sweater. Happy Friday. Yeah, well, they're both fantastic.
I mean, get them both. What are you doing?
Right?
You got a stimulus check. Get off me.
Right? Yes. Yes. By the way, I'm fine with the stimulus checks now because nobody cares anymore. Just send us money. I don't care.
I mean, that's the new Mark Cuban plan. Right? I mean, Mark Cuban has laid out a plan where he just wants to do a debit card program. Give each household a debit card. Use it or lose it. Every household, $1,000 or $1,200, whatever the number is, every couple of weeks, say.
Every couple weeks?
And you have X number of days to use the debit card or lose the money that's been deposited on there.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, please.
I'm with you, Mark. Let's go.
Why not?
I know.
We're only $25 trillion in debt.
Oh, stop
I don't care.
with the,
no, I'm
stop
saying
with the factual numbers.
I don't care. I don't care anymore. It could be 80 trillion. It could be a quadrillion.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
It doesn't matter.
Because we're not paying it back anyway.
No, it's good. We can't now.
No, we're not going to.
We're at the point now where it's just going to go back to zero and we're going to be done.
It's just ridiculous now. A war ends it, or a Great Depression ends it, or
whatever the case is, it's just
going
to be zero.
The apocalypse happens, but we're not paying it back.
Pretty much all
crab
of these
people
are
come
right
out of
now.
the earth.
Whatever. Right.
Whatever happens.
Oh, yeah, the crab people.
The
That'll
crab
do it.
people. The second wave is going to be crab people. So, yeah. Send me the money. Okay? Just
Show me the money. Thank you.
Sherry tweets, "President should now hold a rally and just call it a riot and will be acceptable to not social distance." JC, so you can die if you pass a fake 20, but no consequences if you steal under $1,000? Yes. I sure miss the good old days way back in January. Yeah, but I mean, that's ridiculous. How old were you in January?
Yeah, you can't be held responsible for your thoughts in January.
We were all way too young then. We were so innocent. We didn't even know. We didn't even know about things like this. Kara3022 tweets, back in 2015, Obama called Baltimore rioters thugs. So was it racist back then? Well, no, because Barack Obama's black.
Yeah.
He can't be racist by definition. The Steve42, did the police sanitize those tear gas canisters? I don't know. But again, just send me the money. Mark Cuban, yes.
All right.
It's a great plan.
I'll take the debit card. Let's go.
Every couple of weeks, send me a $1,200 debit card. I will spend it. I will use it, not lose it. Every single time. Every time.
Yes.
I will have no problem spending it quickly. So
I mean, I will. I promise. All right. I promise from my heart, with my debit card, I will buy scrumptious cookies.
Will you really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I
Okay.
will. However, the first time that I hear you tell someone that I purchased them, I'm suing you. We're done.
Really?
We're
Why?
done.
What,
there's HIPAA laws.
It's a
I heard
HIPAA
you
law.
talking about. I heard you talking reporting on another person.
I narked
purchasing.
on Glenn's purchase.
There's got to be HIPAA laws about that, man.
HIPAA.
You cannot be reporting on who's buying cookies like that. That can't happen. It's got to be a law.
HIPAA does work in this particular
got to be
instance,
a law.
doesn't it?
HIPAA law.
The HIPAA law. When somebody is buying 5 dozen cookies,
Yeah, no, you can't.
that is
Doesn't
a
matter.
HIPAA law.
Yes.
Oh, that's a hippo.
Yeah, you can't be reporting. That's wrong.
Right.
That's wrong. I was so angry at you.
Were you?
I was happy to know it, but I was so angry at you.
I think you're required by law that if it's above a certain amount, you have to report that purchase
To the public?
to the public, to the government. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think you're right, Keith.
Yeah.
That might be in some small case letters I didn't read throughout the entire HIPAA law, but I thought that was for sure.
Oh, by the way,
report.
we didn't mention because the report came out kind of late yesterday, but another 2 million unemployment claims happened this last week. That brings the total. Now, that's the lowest in the last 10
and that's
weeks.
down from what they predicted, actually.
Yeah. Well, it has been, but I mean, 2 million? It's still the 9th highest in history, and they're all in the last 9 weeks.
It wasn't 2.5. Oh,
Right.
okay.
At least it wasn't 6 like it was at one point.
Hold on. Don't gloss over that. Rewind. You said that's the 9th most in history, and
they've
all of them
been
in the
ninth-
last 9 weeks.
Yeah.
Besides this, the highest ever was 800,000 in a week. 800,000.
Oh, boy.
So now we're up to over 40 million people have lost their jobs in 10 weeks.
And that's what's reported, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yes. Those are just the ones filing claims.
Yes. I mean, there was so much more.
Probably much higher than that.
Because that was the job market, right? Was the people were, the economy was booming, but people were their own boss, right? They were subcontracting all their jobs. Those people aren't filing for unemployment,
right? Yeah,
they're just out of work.
Yep,
bad.
Yep, it's really bad. But just send them checks. That's okay. Just send them checks.
I want my debit card.
I do too. I want mine
my
now
debit
too.
card.
I do.
I want my debit card.
Because, again, nobody cares about it. Not Republicans, certainly not Democrats. But if you think Republicans have any sort of problem with any of this, they don't anymore. They've just completely abandoned anything fiscal. Any fiscal conservatism, completely out the window.
Have a nice day.
Bye-bye. Gone. It's gone. I mean, you don't even hear Rand Paul, really. I mean, he might, every once in a while, raise his hand and say, wait, never mind.
Oh, wait, my rib hurts. I got to put my arm down.
Well, never mind.
I can't raise my hand anymore. Ouch.
Well, I will say this. One thing about Trump is he doesn't care about debt.
Well, he's the king of debt. He said it before he got into office.
Yes, and he's proven that. He doesn't care about debt, and he's perfectly fine with spending bills. In fact, when spending bills come to him from Nancy Pelosi, he doubles the number usually. So,
that's not enough.
Yeah. You know what? Just $1 trillion? I was thinking 2.3 trillion. What's wrong with you, Nance?
Were you thinking 2.3?
Yeah. I was thinking 2.3, 2.5, 3 trillion, something like that.
Give or take a point here or there.
Do you remember when a trillion here and a trillion there, sometime it added up to real money? But that's not the case anymore.
No, that is not the case anymore.
That's not
friend.
the case. So
no one cares about that. Man.
We've gotten $5 trillion deeper in debt in 2 months. In 2 months. Wow. $5 trillion.
We'll come out of that strong, though.
It took us 200 years to get to $1 trillion. It took us 2 months to get $5 trillion more into debt. So, yeah, but we were battling a coronavirus.
Yeah, These are unprecedented times.
Unprecedented times.
Of a new normal.
Yeah, right.
We're in this together.
Yes, that's right. So
what we need is an alternative explanation.
Aha! Yes. Are we?
I don't know that I actually have one, but we need one.
During these difficult times, it's a really good idea to get all this money from the government. Am I right?
Thank you.
Because we are in this together. All of us are in this all together. So, all right. Missing a flight isn't fun, but one traveler was a really expensive mistake here recently. This is another amazing story in the
Pat Gray jihad against civil asset forfeiture?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Authorities in Massachusetts confiscated a large sum of cash from a man at Logan Airport after he rebooked a missed flight. And then he was questioned by various security and law enforcement officers.
Well, they got nothing to do. Nobody's going through the turnstile.
Yeah, right. So, so they started questioning this guy because the man claimed to be carrying wildly different amounts of money. And I guess that's a crime. If you say, no, I've only got $100 on me. And then you say, no, I've only got $10,000 on me. And then you say, no, I've got like $40,000 on me. That's a crime.
It is?
Yeah, I guess so. Because that's how they treated this guy. According to the Massachusetts State Police Facebook page, the suspect had booked a flight at Logan this past weekend but missed it. He reportedly booked a second flight on the same day. The man's specific destination has not been revealed, but authorities have identified it as, quote, a source area for illegal narcotics.
Oh, no.
Oh, he was taking a flight to your house, Jeffy.
Yeah.
I know I'm a little short on cash. I'm looking for that debit card.
So let's say a source area for illegal narcotics. Where is that?
Colombia.
Colombia, okay? Or northern Mexico.
Or
maybe.
Houston.
Or, yeah, okay.
or Fort Worth.
It could
Texas.
be just about any. Miami, Florida.
Yeah. There you go.
On Facebook, the Massachusetts State Police wrote, as the passenger went through a TSA checkpoint, he was questioned about a large quantity of U.S. currency he was carrying.
That's how it started.
And stated that the amount was $1,500. Okay. When Massachusetts State Police troopers from Troop F questioned the passenger, he claimed he was carrying $40,000 to $50,000 in cash. So it went from $1,500 to $40,000 or $50,000. Well, now you've got to put him in prison.
Yeah, you have to.
Right. I mean, forget about any adjudication of this problem. It just goes directly to prison.
Are they rioting in Boston right now?
They're going to be. The suspect reportedly continued to claim he was carrying larger amounts of money, reportedly telling detectives he was carrying between $80,000 and $85,000. Authorities who say that a state police dog named Duke. I'm glad we have the dog's name. Really glad we have the dog's name.
Wait a minute. So Duke, what did Duke do?
Duke showed a strong alert to the man's belongings. The dog is trained to detect narcotics. Now, he didn't have narcotics on him, but he did have cash.
Wait a minute.
And he was going to a suspicious place.
So wait, Duke is not trained to root out money, but yet they took his word for it. They took a dog's word for it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. That's happened before too.
And they eventually learned the man was carrying $138,980 in cash, which is a huge crime in this country.
Is it really?
It's a huge crime.
Yeah.
Oh, tell me about that.
Yeah, you may not carry large amounts of cash over $10,000, and especially not $138,980.
And you can't tell the TSA agent that it's I'm carrying about $100 when it's $10,000. Yeah, no.
Right.
This is madness, man.
So here's the thing: based on the totality of the circumstances, the money, of course, was confiscated. The would-be passenger refused to sign a receipt for the secured currency and left the building, walking away from the money. The money will now be subject to forfeiture proceedings. Okay, This has got to stop. If the guy had drugs on him, then arrest him.
Mm-hmm.
It is not illegal to carry cash, and it's not illegal to fly to a certain place where they do drugs. Every place in the world has places that are doing drugs.
Yes.
Yeah, but
you can't arrest him for that. You can't take his money for that. You can't do it. Now, does it look suspicious? Yeah, it does. Yeah. So what?
But Duke.
But then you throw in the dog, Duke the dog, and you think, all right. So the dog hit on him.
Well, Duke had a strong suspicion. He showed a strong suspicion.
Yeah. Did we do like a deposition of Duke after the fact? I mean, he could have maybe.
I hope they did, because that's hardcore
and
evidence.
In the end, it does even get more suspicious when the guy walks away.
Yeah.
So, it's very possible that's what he was doing.
I'm sorry. Right? There's no due process there.
Thank you.
I don't care how suspicious it looked.
I know.
There's no due process. Leave him alone. Send him along with his money.
I mean, it sucks.
That's amazing.
I'm sorry if the guy's doing something illegal, but this is not how you go about this.
We're not into future crimes yet. We're not supposed to be, but we are. We really are.
We sure are.
We are in the future crimes business now.
And we're letting it happen. We're just letting it happen.
Yeah, because we don't care about any of it. We don't care about the spending. We don't care about civil asset forfeiture. We don't care about losing any of our freedoms. And we're watching it all go down the drain.
And I promise you, if you read that story to any man on the street in America, there's a 90% chance to be like, yeah, but I mean, it sounds like
he's probably doing drugs.
Yeah.
He's going to sell drugs or go buy them. Something. He was going to go to a place and he was going to get drugs.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sorry, he didn't have any drugs.
Yeah, he didn't have any drugs.
He didn't have anything on him that was illegal.
Yeah, but he had
wasn't
a lot of
doing
cash,
anything
and then
illegal.
Duke was
there.
there.
And Duke, and
he stepped in.
But Duke, when you throw in "but Duke,"
right,
it's almost as powerful as "but Trump" was in 2016.
Yes, it is.
But Duke.
I'm surprised that we didn't hear that they called Cardinal Joe Tobin.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait a minute.
I don't know if it probably didn't get that bad.
Yeah.
Well, if the guy had fought this instead of just leaving, then they would have had to get him on the phone.
I wonder if the guy could have called Cardinal Joe Tobin to get his money
that's a good
back.
idea.
Yeah.
By what authority did you nullify the Bill of Rights?
I called up Cardinal Tobin, Cardinal Joe Tobin in Newark.
Okay. Well, then, I mean, it's over, right? It's over. He called Cardinal Joe Tobin.
I freaking love that so much. I love that so much.
Yeah, I do too. It's so stupid, but it's just it's priceless. It's priceless stupidity is what it is. These civil asset forfeiture stories have got to stop, don't they? Are we ever going to stand up and
we have to?
If there was any rioting that could be done in this country, it would be over this.
It should. I mean, I no rioting. Look, these people in Minneapolis and the other cities that are protesting the death of a black man by a police officer, they're not protesting.
No, they're not.
They're rioting. They're looting. They're criminals. They're not protesting.
Right.
I'm sorry, they're just not.
That's correct.
But if we're going to protest something, this is something to protest. That's for sure.
Yeah, this is worth protesting. This is worth getting out in the streets, not burning anything, not looting anything, but definitely getting out in the streets and protesting over this. I mean, this is a fundamental right that is being denied people. I can't leave my house with $10,000 or more in cash. Why? Wow. Why?
You might drive through a designated drug zone.
I might. Yeah, I might.
Your destination.
But Duke might.
You see, Duke.
He might smell something on me and really hit hard on it. Boom.
Boom.
He's jammed his nose right into my leg
cash,
or something.
well, that's the deal, right? I mean, that's what they're smelling, right? Some of the cash has been around drugs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What's
so
the
the dog is sensing that.
Yeah.
Well, that's not my fault.
That's what you're supposed to believe, but I don't know that.
Right.
And, a lawyer would tear that to shreds. You can't use that against the guy. And you couldn't if it was being adjudicated, but it's not.
Well, it's not. It's just being done. It's just done.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. We just took it.
Yeah, you're confusing reality with what used to be called the United States of America.
Correct.
So,
and that's just ridiculous.
Yeah. So get off your high horse, Mr. Law and Order.
United States has been gone for
how many years? You know what?
Now?
I'm so sick of hearing that. I just want my debit card. All I want.
Me too.
That's a problem, man.
I just want my $1,200
every
couple
2
weeks on my debit card.
Yes, I want my free money.
I don't want.
it?
I don't. You know what? Here's the deal. I'm okay with not even sending me a new debit card every couple of weeks. Just give me a debit card and just put the money in on that account number.
Oh my gosh!
Every couple of weeks.
I like that. Yeah.
And I'll save you a little. I'll save you a little bit of money, so you don't have to keep sending, new debit cards.
You just automatically.
Although the company that makes those probably wants the business, so
just direct deposit it into my account every couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
And by the way, you guys, especially you, Johnny B. Math, I'm talking to you on Twitter. You can save your Andrew Yang Mincome tweets. You can stop tagging me. You can tag at Jeffy JFR.
I'm okay with that.
At Pat Unleashed. You can tag them.
Look,
okay.
I've been a believer in that. I'm one of the few people that believe in that. Man. I've been a believer in that for a long time. So
I can't.
I'm with you.
All right, good. Well, then
done right, done properly, it'll work. It'll save this country.
Yeah, right.
Done properly.
Socialism just hasn't been done right yet. It just hasn't been done right.
I didn't say that.
We would do it right in this country.
Well, with the proper way to do income.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Save this country.
Thank you. By the way, a Virginia family was just trying to get out of the coronavirus blues by taking a long drive when they found what turned out to be $1 million in cash in the middle of the road.
Wow.
Yeah, it was in trash bags. The first time they ran over one, and they stopped and they were kind. They thought it was trash. They're going to pick it up. They're going to throw it away. And then, oh, look, right over there's another trash bag on the road. So they picked it up and they threw it in the back of the truck and they continued on their little merry Sunday drive afternoon.
Bags full of cash.
Yeah.
And they got turned it in.
We know about it because they turned it in.
Wow. Dummies.
Seriously.
Now,
wow.
It's like
$1 million in cash. That would be hard.
I think what happened really.
That'd be hard? That would be hard.
I think the way it looks, what I think happened is that the person that was stealing it disposed of it on this road, and between the time that they were going to come back and take it, this couple found it. This family found it.
What?
So that's what it
Why
appears
would you
like.
leave it there thinking it was
because the cash was in mail bags. Saying Destiny, it had Destiny on the plastic bags that the cash was in. So And so I think that it was being delivered. They didn't work it all out in the original story because they were still investigating exactly where the money was supposed to go and who was transporting it. So I think that these people just happened upon it in that cross.
They thought it was garbage
when they first picked it up.
The next thing you know, this dog comes moseying up to the truck named Duke starts sniffing on it. They're like, whoa, maybe we should see what's inside this. Right?
He went to throw it away when he got home, and he opened up the bag, and there's cash in it. So he contacted the authorities.
And this is where the Jeffy plan comes into play, right? This is where you turn in, let's
some
say,
of it.
$10,000.
Look,
I found this on the side of the road.
Some of it, yeah.
What if you don't say anything about any of it?
That's my point. I mean, when you find that like that, you don't say anything.
Yeah.
It's the people that...
that's right. Yeah, that's the Brinks truck with everything going on.
It's the people that are finding money blowing around.
Yeah, you're right, yeah.
That's when you get as much as you can, and then you
turn some of it in.
Because
it's been monitored.
People are videoing. There's cameras, and you go, I just lost my mind. I'm sorry.
Is in trash bags. Yeah. Nobody knows about it. There's no monitoring around. There's no surveillance video. You just take it and you start spending it, and you say not a word to anybody about it ever.
So, as the great philosopher Steve Miller once said,
I mean, you
take the money and run.
Yes, I mean, you everything you get is cash.
Now that wouldn't be right, and they did the right thing. But man, that would be hard. It's $1 million in cash.
They did the right thing. The right thing.
No, wait, hold on. Time out. I guess it depends on if your kids are with you or not.
Starve.
If my kids aren't with me, then I have no problem. I'm just like, yep. Oh, we just have a brand new car or two, kids. I don't know what happened. But if they're with you, then you're like, oh crap. Mm-hmm. Yes, we'll do the right thing.
Oh no!
So if you're
what
alone,
kind of children are you trying to raise?
If you're alone, you keep the money.
No, I tell the kids, oh look at that, there's $20,000 in these bags. I'll take care of that. So you don't tell them it's really $1 million. That way they think you're awesome as a dad and you're rich.
I'm okay with
Everybody
that.
wins.
I guess if that makes you feel better, I'm okay with that. Yeah. That would be the right thing.
So you just keep it, right?
You would not be reading about that story. I promise you that. I promise you that. There is not a chance.
That story would not exist.
Well, it came from nefarious people, right?
No, you do not know that.
You pretty much you
don't know that. You don't know that.
You work at the Boston International Airport now?
No. You know that it's what I'm saying is it came from not a bank or an old couple who'd been saving money their whole lives. It came from drug dealers or something who lost it on the road or whatever.
I will watch the news.
It was in these postal bags. It was legitimate. Yeah, it was some kind of bank bag that was. It said issued to the bank or something on it. In that story it tells you what was in.
So it did belong to a bank,
but it did belong to a process of where it was supposed to go. That's why I think it was these people found it in between the person trying to steal it and
if I don't see the story about the widow missing her money, then
I don't care about the widow either. It's not my fault she lost her stupid money. I'm sorry. It's not my fault.
It's good to have you back, Jeff.
Only on the Blaze Radio Network.